we've got these photo bombers in the background. You join us on a lovely sunny Friday. We are at Pirton Sports Pavilion. So this is the brand new building. On this, we're going to be installing 48 solar panels in 2 arrays, this side and that side. Nice big rectangles, so it will look smart when it's done. And we're mounting a black system on a black roof. So this is going to be a lovely looking system. I think we've got a 25 kilowatt inverter on it, so quite powerful as well, and should deal with most of the consumption of the building. So let's get cracking anyway and see how we get on. This is a slippy roof as well, particularly. Oh, come on. I don't know if it's the black paint or what. Just saying that we're allowed to wear trainers on this site because we've got a particularly slippy roof, and in boots it's almost impossible. So while we're up here, we're allowed to wear trainers, which does help significantly, and then we just make sure we put our boots on whenever we get down. So what we'll do once we've got all of these initial sort of fixing points in is we'll start with the bottom row, because if we start with the bottom row and get that all laid in, we can sort of walk above it, sit the next panel onto it and butt it up, rather than trying to sort of push the panel up a slippy roof and, you know, foot slipping and everything like that. So we'll set the bottom line out first and then we'll drop the tops in all above it, but we will be leaving probably that top corner panel out ready for cables to enter, and then at that point we'll go and start the next array on the other side. The technique, mate, working out the tech. Hi, I'm Luke. Welcome to Solar Installation 101. Like a gazelle. Beautiful. The weather is sweet. Right, you join us here, day 2 of the solar installation at Pirton Sports Pavilion. It's a much nicer day today. Bit windier though, so we're having to be a little bit more cautious with the panel moving. You won't see one man moving a panel today, 2 men on every panel. We've had a little bit of a problem though, and the first panel on the second pallet was unfortunately broken. So we've had to report that back to the wholesalers, who deliver a new panel for us 1 to 2 days typically. Unfortunately, we called it late in the afternoon, so we're unlikely to get it tomorrow. So it will probably be here from Wednesday. So we'll arrange with the site manager to come back later in the week and get that last panel finished when we get to that. So unfortunately, you will see 1 complete array and 1 array short 1 panel. We're going to join the cable together so that we can test it and ensure that the circuit is all correct. And then Gary will come back and just put the last panel on whenever it's ready. Record time! That was a bit more like a mountain goat, that one. Billy bat up the mountain goat. Less gazelle, more mountain goat. Not on the breezy side.
Just a tad.
a little bit. Hi, I'm Luke. Welcome to Solar Installation. As you can see, we're nearly there. Unfortunately, we've got a broken panel, so we're gonna have to come back to do the last one. Bit of a shame. This is our rather unfortunate broken panel. You might not be able to see it. You might be able to see it from where you are. If I just lift it up, you can see an impact mark here and then all this splaying on the glass. Now this would actually perform just like a regular normal panel, but over time water would get into there and cause the panel to blow. Obviously we would never install anything with any cracks or any sign of any damage. That spidering is quite bad. We can't see where it's come from, unfortunately. Normally there's stones or something's been put on top of it, but these things happen. We'll get a replacement out and we'll get this sorted ASAP. Trust me, you want to come this way because there's one other way into that roof space and you don't want to do it. So that is another option if you prefer to go that way. Right, what am I expecting to see? I'm expecting to see about 930 volts and about 890 odd, roughly. So, give you a brief overview. We've got the cables coming from the roof over here. It's all in metal Copex, metal conduit. Got our live DC labels on everywhere, and that runs all above your head, all the way across, down to here. And then we just got it temporarily here with some MC4 connectors on it to make sure it's safe. So now what we'll do is just double check our circuits. Well, and just a very simple voltage test. So 907 volts on that one. And 872. So that is pretty much spot on with where I was expecting it to be. So yeah, I think I said 930 before and 890. That would be comparative voltage from when I was here earlier checking the larger string. So we would have had more sunshine. So we would have had slightly higher voltage. That 930 has dropped to 910. But we are still well within we want to be for our panel specs on our voltage. So I'm happy that we've got 24 on this one and 23 on this one, and then I'll come back and retest it once we've got the extra panel fitted. Right, we're all completed now, so we've got both arrays on. Everything's gone to plan, bar that one panel, which is rather unfortunate. So we're back later in the week to sort that out. You've seen us check the voltage and ensure that all the cables are where they're supposed to be in the loft, ready for the inverter location. The electricians on the site that are wiring the building from next week, they're going to install the AC supply for us, and then we'll see you one more time at the end. We'll get the inverter installed and commission the system.